What's poppin', big supers? It's your girl, the Brittany G.
And Notorious TiL. And you're tuning to another episode of AunTEA Talk, where it's no shade and all tea. Ooh, it's giving muscadine.
It's part of muscadine family.
Okay.
It's a great wine.
Okay.
Tropical breeze. It's a white wine.
Alright.
Oh, and it's 13.5%.
Oh, so we're gonna be up here late.
Maybe.
We're supposed to have a productive episode.
This is going to be a productive episode. This is going to be a very productive episode. 13 is going to make us tell the truth. Hence the subject.
Tell them the truth. Gotta tell them the truth.
That you can't sing.
Cool. Alright, y'all. So we back. We took, like 3 weeks off. It was a much needed 2-3 weeks off, but it wasn't even like intentional. We really
tried.
Yeah, we were supposed to record. Like things just kept happening. But we're back off vacation. We just came back from New York. We celebrated my 32nd birthday, and I really enjoyed myself in New York. Like it was really a chill little thing. Like everything that we intended on doing, we didn't even do like half of it.
And we didn't even have a full itinerary.
Yes.
And I'm so grateful for this, because sometimes them full itineraries be a little bit too much for me. I become overstimulated and it just don't work that well.
Yeah.
So I was okay for that chill trip. I had one earlier this year, and this one was another one that I really just needed. So yeah. And then we didn't even do everything like you said.
Yeah. So what was like your favorite part of New York? Like your favorite part of the trip?
My favorite part of the trip was honestly, our experience at Stone. And Stone, that's a restaurant. It's a infused food restaurant or whatever, and it was like a 3-course meal. The appetizers were busting, but my overall review with that was and we made a TikTok, so we don't look out for that.
Yeah.
But
ooh.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna really explain how I really feel about Stone, but overall that was just a great time, because we, you know how they be like black folks just link up and meet cousin, like we really had that cousin moment.
Yeah.
We was outside, and what's crazy is just because Atlanta, it was really a culture shock for me because Atlanta is such a black dominant place. And going there is super diverse.
Yeah.
Like, it was like a needle in a haystack finding black folks. And I'm just like, damn, we was even staying in the hood. So I'm like, damn, where the niggas at?
Yep.
Where the niggas at?
And we're not the only ones thinking it.
Yeah, so when we went there, we were waiting for them to call us in, and we sent our cousins, and we just, like, the vibe instantly. Like, instantly. Before we even got their names, the vibe was instant.
Yeah.
And, we was like, it's just y'all, it's gonna be us, let's just sit together. And boy, that was a time. Like, the conversations were so authentic and genuine. Like, we knew
to another location.
Spot.
Like, we had a time.
So that was like one of my biggest highlights. But before even that, just the three of us, Times Square. That night, like, my stomach was in knots. Like, we laughed so much. Like, I can say, like, this was a chill trip, but we laughed so fucking much. Oh, we laughed so much.
Yep. But, so I chose to go to New York for my birthday because this is a place that I've always wanted to go to.
Yeah.
Like, I even haven't had it on my vision board for this year. So when things didn't work out like I wanted it to, and Bali wasn't up for grabs anymore, I was like, well, shoot, I got New York on my list. I had looked at the flights. The flights was cheap, so I was like, fuck it, I'm going to New York or whatever. And initially it was just going to be me and Britt. Then I decided to invite 2 of my other friends, because everybody be talking about me taking these solo trips, and I only did one solo trip. You would think I've taken numerous things. But so they end up falling off, but we had another friend that wanted to come, so you know it worked out or whatever. But We had an amazing time. I would say some of my highlights was Times Square and Stone for sure. Like just because of, like Marie said, it was an infused eatery. Like everything was infused from the sodas to the garlic knots to the pizza, like
to the Caesar salad.
Yes, the salad was even infused.
High salad. Have you ever had high salad before?
High salad.
Have you ever had high salad before?
High salad.
High salad.
Yeah. But so yeah, and then like she said, just meeting new people, like it. I would say, well, before I get to that, my favorite part was riding the subway. I really wanted to ride the subway. Like that was something to do, like that I just always wanted to experience. And so that was like really the highlight of my trip. Like I was happy as hell to be on that damn subway.
We was real deal tourists.
Yes.
With the maps, GPS.
Yeah.
But guess what? We was getting around.
And
once we rode the train, we kept riding. That was our number one transfer.
But let me tell you about New York though. You can literally be 2 miles away from something, and that shit will be 27 minutes away. The traffic there is insane.
And just imagine if the subway wasn't a major source of transportation for them. Like, it'd be worse. An hour for 2 miles.
Yeah. But so that was the overall experience in New York. Another check-in that I did want to do, and then I'm gonna go back to the New York. But I wanted to give an update with my 32 to 32 challenge.
Okay. Yeah, I want to hear this.
Y'all, I ain't gonna say it was a fail, but I let myself down them last 2 weeks.
Okay.
So I always, every year, it doesn't matter. I always have like this pre-birthday frenzy. Like my mood switches, and it's not necessarily like I'm sad about, it's just, it always comes. So like that first week, I started fighting it. Like I was fighting, pushing through. Remember, I was like, everything I did this week, I had to push myself to do. That next week, I was like, fuck it. I was like, I'm just gonna let it have its way, work itself off or whatever. And that's exactly what I did. So I stopped doing my Pilates. I stopped doing my routine altogether. But at the same time, it was kind of like a relief. Like I just needed to, I hate when I make them sound effects.
Like, relax your mind.
Yeah, just be peace.
Still.
So, it's something that I am gonna give a shot again. I know, like I won't put too much on my plate like I did this time, because I did have a lot of things packed into my routine for me to just be starting to build a routine.
So also, we already talked about New York, but something that I do want to say is to just piggyback off of your 32 to 32. At that same time, I was starting 75 South, and the first 3 weeks, I started over, and I'm just like, bro, like what the fuck is up? Like, I'm more disciplined in this, like, or at least I thought I was. So that was a whole battle with itself, and I too also was like, I'm gonna just see what happened. Yeah. But I'm gonna try it again, and I'm actually gonna break it down to fit me. Okay. Be suitable for me.
Yep. And that's exactly, we gotta make them adjustments. And I knew like as I was continuously doing, like, bro, you are doing it. I'm trying to do Pilates, workout, just a whole bunch of shit.
I want to be realistic for me, for my lifestyle and everything like that. So, and this, I don't want, because certain things like that, like putting that much shit on my plate, I'm gonna feel like I failed. Because I'd rather feel like I'm just not gonna do it before I feel like I failed it. So I feel like I don't like that feeling at all. So it's like,
but that's what we gotta get past, because failure is a part of the process.
It is, but that's what I was just telling you earlier. Like, I really feel like I need to release control. Like,
we both do.
If I don't feel like I can control nothing else, I feel like I really got control over Brittany, and I gotta release that and let God handle it. This is his body.
Yes, for sure.
But A part of my check-in that I did want to discuss is, like we said, we tried to record a couple of times. So one of my check-ins was like, I had really been having a tough week at the gym. It's like, the workouts were tough, but he's just like, damn, I just kept getting penalties, or I was messing up in class, and I'm like, this normally not like me. And I've been working out for years, and I tweeted this too. Like, I work out. I love to work out. Like, that's like, I feel like a safe haven for me. That's a way that I release, like, a lot of things, stuff like that. Like, but it's therapeutic to me as well. But I don't feel like I'm great. Like, I feel like my form can be better. I feel like I can produce way more results if I was actually, like, great at doing it. So, like, on my way to the gym, I always tell myself, I coach myself, like, oh, yeah, you're going to have a good ass workout.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, y'all, I've been killing that shit. I've been killing it, like, I've been having great form. I've been getting commended about that in class and stuff like that. Like, I feel myself doing better. I be pushing through even more. So I definitely want to check back in on that. Because 2 weeks ago when we were going to record, that was my thing. Like, I really want to get better. And now here it is 2 weeks later. I didn't even get to tell y'all about that. But 2 weeks later, I can come and tell y'all what it was before and what's the progress is right now. So I just can't even wait to the end of the year.
That's what's up. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Now, that was some good tea, baby.
That was good tea. What you grateful for?
I am grateful for God shaking the room on me about things that I just be tiptoeing around, baby. Things that I know I'm supposed to do, but I ain't really do it. I don't really do it. I don't really move on it. I don't act on it like how I'm supposed to. God, like, baby girl, you playing something. Come on, let me shake this up a little bit.
Let me show you what's up.
Let me show you who boss. So I'm really grateful for that, and also I'm grateful for God has been showing out. Like, it was literally a full weekend, like back to back to back. Like, God show me this, God show me this, God show me. God been showing out, y'all, for real. But and another thing is, I'm grateful for Steve Harvey motivational speeches. Like, I have incorporated that back into my routine every morning, and except for when we were out of town. But like, my normal routine, getting up, going to the gym, like that part of my routine, I have been listening to the motivational speeches in the morning, and it been talking to me, and I've been taking heed, like taking notes, adding, like, I come up with my affirmations for the day sometime with it, like it just really set the tone for the day, and I love it.
Does.
I love it. What you grateful for, though?
I am grateful for another 365 days around the sun. And again, just like the opportunity to go to New York, it's always been something that I want to do.
You fulfilled something off your bucket list.
Yes, I fulfilled something, not even just on my bucket list, but my vision board. Like, you know how we'll do a vision board, but we don't really checking it.
Talked about it today on the motivational speech, but keep going.
We don't really be checking shit off the vision board for real. We make it with all this hope and all that, but it don't mean shit if you're not reflecting on it.
Got to see it through, my boy.
So, to actually check something off my vision board, but I'm also grateful for Brittany. I'm grateful for you.
Okay.
So, I'm not gonna give the details, but sis hit me up one day and was just like, when we get to New York, you ain't gotta worry about nothing.
Oh.
She was like, it's on, like, she got me, and I was just like, what? So, like, I'm so grateful to have, like, a friend, a sister in you, because
I appreciate it.
Like, that was a boss move, first off. Let me brag on my best friend real quick. That was a boss move.
Come on, we've been supposed to do this in New York.
Like, in the club, shit. Yes,
but come on, how do you? What's up? What else?
But no, like, I was like, I really have the best in the world, like, for real. And it's even like surpassed that. Like, you're very thoughtful and selfless and caring and loving, and I appreciate you, and I'm grateful for you. So
I appreciate you. This would be a hug, mama, but we just gonna say inside hug.
Yeah, come on, hug. That would have been a little too much. Oh, thank you, son.
I appreciate that for real, for real. That's good to hear. I have learned, y'all, in the past year that
And New York ain't cheap.
New York ain't cheap. But I have learned in the past year that words of affirmation is a love language of mine. All of them are.
I have.
Yep, because shit, you go back to one at the beginning, way back when our episodes. I told y'all that. I told y'all. I told y'all one love language, but nah, for real, I really like words of affirmation. I really like to be praised. Like, I like all that. But yeah, New York.
Yeah. You want to know something else that's surprising? And we're going to go ahead and move on with the show. But it wasn't like people really described it to me like, them folks was not rude.
They were so generous.
They were very generous.
They were generous. They even said, excuse me.
Yes.
I was expecting for motherfuckers to be bumping.
Like, that was like the shocking part to me of New York. Like, I was really expecting to get that.
Like, people were just like coming saying stuff to us. And we all was like, every time we were like, that was a nice gesture.
Yeah.
Like,
y'all.
So Ricky, y'all be going out of town and create new identities.
Yes.
Because that's what it's giving.
And we was staying in Brooklyn. Maybe it was in the gentrified part of Brooklyn.
Well, we stayed in Bushwick, and I heard that was good.
Alright.
So, I don't know.
So, are we doing tea games today or no?
I got a little 2-piece.
Oh, I think I got a 1-piece then.
I got 2-piece and a biscuit.
What you
got? Lose sleep or skip a meal.
I skip a meal because I sleep through that meal.
You ain't even hungry no more when you wake up, huh?
But that meal that I skip, I can get that on the back end once I wake up. So yeah, what you got?
I got to skip a meal because I be losing sleep a lot. But shit, I skip meals too, but I got to skip a meal. Well, I think you can't. Hang out with little kids or old folks. I like little kids. It depends on the age group. Sometimes I'm rock with the old
folks. Yeah, that's one. But old folks can be annoying sometimes because they be wanting to just talk.
But I want to hang with the old heads. I want to hang with the OGs. I want to soak up knowledge. I want to soak up all the wisdom. I want to learn all the little.
But kids funny as fuck.
They old folks are funny as hell.
They are. They really one in the same.
Honestly, funny as hell.
They both annoying and funny. They're both annoying and funny. All right, so for my this to that, I have. What you gonna take? Do you like up top from the BK?
I'm like them boys up top from the BK. Know how to fit that money.
You taking your up top nigga or down south nigga?
I like them boys up.
Hey. What's up, G-White? What's up, G-White?
I like them boys outside from the BK. Nah, but I ain't nothing like a down south ass nigga though.
I'm trying to tell you. So what you gonna ride? You going with BK? You going up top?
I like them boys. Ooh, cat got my tongue.
Ooh, that got your tongue. Well, I'm gonna tell you what I want.
Cat got my tongue.
I ain't gonna lie. I like the up top niggas, man, but ain't none like a man from the south.
Have you ever dealt with somebody from up top though?
I have, but I haven't.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. And I think that's it.
Okay.
But yeah, I take me a down south nigga any type of day. Like, we get each other. We here. So that's what I'm rolling with.
That's pretty much all I dealt with though, for real. And I always just be like, I want me a Jamaican man. I want me a Jamaican man. I want me a hot nigga. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go with down south though.
Oh, okay. That's a surprise.
It's home.
Yeah.
It's home.
That's a surprise.
That's home.
Alright, so like I said in our check-in, me and Brittany, we had a good moment like in New York. It was a reset for both of us personally, and I feel like for Auntie Talk as well. Like we had
come to Jesus moment.
Yeah, a come to Jesus
a few times.
moment. And we was really just having conversation about Auntie Talk and
the development of
the growth, the stagnant, like all of that, the ups and downs of it. And we really just was like, we gonna put it on the floor when it comes to this podcast and shit, and you know our experience with it. So we came across an article. It was a really good article by the way. I guess I'll link it in the description box. Yeah. But it was a list of 10 things that you should know about podcasting, or the truth about podcasting. So we chose our top 5. The first one is, it's not easy.
It ain't easy.
It's a job.
It's definitely a job.
It's a job.
It's your baby.
And it's a responsibility. And you know, when it comes to responsibilities aren't the easiest thing. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. What, you got anything to add to that?
Just to piggyback off of it's your job, you really have to treat it like real deal entrepreneurship. Like this is your business. This is not, you're not gonna have your manager coming and telling you, especially if you're independent like us, you're not gonna have your manager telling you like, oh, you need to do X, Y, and Z. It's literally up to you to do it. And then especially when life be lifing. Yeah.
And you don't have nobody to push you through, like other than that other person. But it's nobody over you, because we gonna be on the same wave at the
every time. We always in sync. So if we on the same wave, like when it could have been a time when somebody like, nah, y'all gotta see it through, or y'all gotta push through, like you gotta be able to have somebody over there. Especially, so it's super hard when you're independent. It's not easy. And a lot of people, most podcasters start off independent. Yeah. Until they get picked up.
But I feel like even if you get picked up, it's still not easy, because you still have to commit to it. It's still a job. Like, especially if you want the growth in it, you really have to commit to it. So either way it goes, it's still not easy. It's probably like a lot less that you have to do personally. But another thing that's important, or that you need to know when it comes to podcasting, is your niche matters. You have to know what your niche is, who your audience is, like all of that. And it goes into really the third and fourth point of your marketing. You have to have a marketing strategy, and your delivery matters, because it depends on your niche. It depends on your audience, like how do your fans, or your our big sippers in our case, but how do your audience receive information, or when it comes to marketing, like you have to consider all of that. So you have to make sure you have a detailed marketing strategy, you know, things like that, and just knowing how to deliver the message. Excuse me. And lastly, number 5, we said quality content is always important. And that's just a given. You don't want to lose their substance, because once you lose their substance, it's like
you lost everything. You lost. You gotta keep your audience on their toes.
Yep. And you never know who's watching, so it can be that one episode where you really lack. That one main person that can really put you on watch. So you gotta keep the quality content going. But, yep. And are you ready for the vulnerable part of this conversation?
Let's get to it.
So me and Britt, we wanted to share our personal experience with podcasting and ways that we feel like we can improve with Auntie Talk. For my personal experience, I can say like some feelings that I felt is I felt discouraged. I felt happy. I felt like, you know, excited and everything, but I've also felt discouraged, overwhelmed, anxious, and things like that when it comes to podcasting. Because honestly, I'm a shy person. I may not seem like it, but I'm a shy person. And I can get real anxious. Now, I did get to a point, and I feel like we both did get to a point where we weren't as anxious. But I feel like it has slowly become a part of us again, like it's the beginning all over again. And I feel like it just shows in the content that we create. So, and even just feeling overwhelmed, like Brittany said, well, we 100% independent. We don't have nobody doing nothing, so we do our own marketing, we do our own editing, we do our own recording, directing, we publishing,
like reaching out to people when we have yes, building rapport with people. We
do all that by ourselves, so it can be very overwhelming. Editing, like Brittany is responsible for social media and reaching out to people. I'm responsible for the media side of things. So the technical side
even down to our sip tea. We have to have sip tea every episode.
Yes.
Like,
so like it's very overwhelming, especially like, you know, at the time where I was working a full-time job and we still gotta record these episodes. I gotta edit the episodes. I gotta create the templates.
And going back to just the record the episodes, our schedules didn't match. She works day shift, I work night. We did have the same off days. Like it just no, we only had one same off day. Guess what the day was? Saturday.
And who wants to record on a Saturday?
Like, that's our one off day that we both have. Like, yeah, it takes dedication.
Yeah.
Hard work plus patience.
What feelings have you felt personally?
Most definitely anxious. Like, even before we recorded today, you see how I was like, hey Siri, play Get Silly. Like, I had to psych my mind out. Like, I have to get comfortable that I don't know where or what or how, why this anxious feeling, but I really rebuke that shit off of us. But I don't know what happened after the 1 year anniversary. But from that point into, we ain't even gonna say today, fuck that, not today, but that point to our last episode that we had, it was literally something that was just like riding my fucking back, like making me super anxious. And I don't like that. Like,
and it makes you not even look forward to
recording. Yeah, it's like
it becomes a task.
It definitely is a task. I will be having a good day.
It's like, damn,
and then until it's like an hour or so before, I gotta set the alarm. Like, oh, I'm probably gonna take a nap or something, or I get that text message, I'm finna start getting ready. Like, oh shit. Man, we gotta do this. So now all of a sudden my whole mood has changed, and I don't like that, because we were just super happy about AunTEA Talk. But that's a part of entrepreneurship that they say you go through these ways. So I'm just feeling like that's the part of where we're at. But that anxiousness be whooping my ass, like, and it gets down so bad to the point where I feel like I don't know if I'm self-sabotaging or what. Like, and when I say self-sabotage, it's like, am I really built for this?
But you know what? I'm sorry to cut y'all, but this came to my head as you were saying. Like, I feel like, and I'm not saying, I'm not, you know, putting the responsibility on anybody else, but I feel like if we had more support, we wouldn't feel like this.
Yeah.
Like,
I really feel like because we feel so overwhelmed. That's exactly why.
Overwhelmed and lack of support. Overwhelmed and lack of support. Because if we had that support, we would want to push through. Like, it's we gotta keep going. Like,
because I ain't gonna hold you. My whole idea when, like, and I knew we was gonna be independent. I really knew that. But just on my princess shit, I really feel like I just supposed to show up and record. But it's just not really go that way. Like, that's just like saying, I just want to wake up, be a pretty girl, and be rich. You still, you gotta work for this shit. But something else that really gets me is shit, that I really go into it. But like, I just feel like sometimes about the self-sabotaging things, I just like feel like sometimes the content ain't content like it needs to be. So it's like, when I really started getting into this, like, I would go back and I'm watching the episodes, because I would watch every episode. Bitch, I was like our first viewer. Like, I'm my own fan. I said it before. Like, I'm my own fan. Like, can't wait to 12 o'clock for it to drop on Fridays.
Yeah.
I'm really tuned in.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I'm criticizing the fuck out of myself. Oh, I don't like my voice. Oh, I hate that I sound like that. Like, or it'll be some, oh, you should have said this or you should have said that. So I'm like, am I really giving myself positive? I'm having a real battle over if I'm really giving myself positive criticism, or am I self-sabotaging myself?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a thin line
between it, for real. Like,
it's a thin line. Oh, now that you say it's a thin line. Between,
so it's just like that whole battle. And that's why I was told, when we just talked in New York, it was like, I've been holding this back. I don't really know how to come out and say it, but I'm just so glad that we both came out and said, like, we both been feeling like this.
Yeah.
So it's like, maybe this might just be that really probably was just our breakthrough moment. Like, let's figure out what the hell, you know. So I had to say, like, well, let's talk about it. And she was with it. I'm so glad, like, she was with it, because I really feel like other people want to start podcasts. A few people have reached out to me and said, you know, asking them, you know, for pointers,
advice
and tips about starting a podcast, just being so consistent. And a couple of people done told me, like, I'm just so glad that y'all so consistent. Y'all are so consistent. And I be in my head, thank you. I'm going to tell y'all, I always show up and tell y'all thank you, because I really do appreciate that. But y'all just don't fucking know.
Y'all don't have.
Y'all don't know to have.
Like, we dead ass doing this for y'all. Like, at this point, because if it was for us, I feel like we would have gave up. Like, we would have said,
I'm sure we probably would have picked it back up
eventually, but we would have definitely took a break.
Like, we would have took a break, just like how we had our events. Our events were quarterly. Like, the power of the tongue. I don't really want to say something like we're overstimulated individuals, but sometimes we can become overstimulated by a lot of stuff, and we will shut the fuck down. Or not even, we are really sticklers of, we're gonna have our break.
Yeah. You not saying you not wearing me ragged? I ain't got time.
We're gonna have our break.
Yeah.
And I know one thing, when we first started talking about planning AunTEA Talk, we discussed, did we want to have seasons or did we want it to be ongoing? And we specifically said we wanted it to be ongoing. And I feel like that's something that's very new for us in our personal lives and in a business life, a business aspect together or whatever. So being that we're just consistent with this, and although we normally only do 5 episodes and take 1 week off, and we just took 3 weeks off, that's still cool, because we still coming right back. But normally we take months off. This is still new for us, so shit,
we still keeping up.
We still keeping up. We letting y'all know.
With that being said, I have a question for you.
Okay.
We're finna let the big sippers know. The big sippers finna find out right now. What are we doing moving forward? Are we gonna continue to drop every week? Are we gonna drop every other week? Are we gonna have seasons? What do you want to do for AunTEA Talk?
I gotta see this through. I want to drop every week.
Every week.
I want to see this through. I want to push
every
past.
week.
I really want to push past anxiety. I really want to push past like being overstimulated. I want to push past. I'm not done with B3.
Yeah.
I'm not done with B3. And honestly, B3, all this shit was birthed through AunTEA Talk, because I really had to sit here and reflect, see myself. Like, I really wanted to go through the self-reflection part of myself, but I really when I started seeing myself on camera, like, that shit changed me in so many different ways, mentally and emotionally. So I have to see this shit through. Like, I really gotta see this shit through.
That's what I want. I just want to see where your head was at with that one. But so what are ways we have this anxiousness, we're discouraged at times, and all that type of stuff? So we also came up with ways to improve. I came up with my own list. Britt came up with hers. One of the things I said was plan ahead. And with that is do the research. Take the time to do the research. Like, so I would say at the beginning of AunTEA Talk, that's what we were doing, and that's how we got to a point where we weren't anxious anymore, because we were actually taking that time.
We were prepared
to plan. We may not have conversed about what our specific notes were, but we had something that we could reflect on. And like, even now, when I told you earlier, my notes ain't look like this since like episode 30 or probably before that. Like, we really took the time to create our notes. Like, even if it was just today or earlier today or yesterday or whatever, like, we really took that time to do that. I feel like we should also reflect and critique more. So, like how you said you watch AunTEA Talk. We don't watch AunTEA Talk. We probably watch like maybe 1 or 2 episodes together. Like, it's probably been more than that, but it hasn't been many. And I feel like if we take the time to reflect on it, watch them, edit, and reflect on them at the same time, like, that's ways that we can improve.
Like football. They watch them plays, and that's what helped them improve. Yeah, I'm like, when you first mentioned that, I told you, like, I'm 100% with that. But the thing was our schedule.
Our schedules. Yep, our schedules. And also with planning ahead, we have to continuously, like, once we come up with that plan, we have to continuously reflect on that plan. So me and Britt, we've created, like Brittany said, before we start recording AunTEA Talk, we had a full note section of. So yeah, we back outside recording. So y'all know we be having an interruption going on, but back to your regular schedule. But anyways, yeah, like, we had a whole note section that that we created, and like I was telling Britt, like, we have to go back to that. Like, we told y'all before, we read the Charlemagne Black Privilege book, and within the book, one of the chapters he was talking about, like, sometimes you gotta throughout the book you have to return back to your center. That's just like with meditation. That's the whole purpose of meditation. Like, going to your center or whatever and returning home, whatever home is for you, or whatever that state of mind, wherever you got that spark, return back to that spot. So I was telling her, like, we need to start back. Whatever we checked out, but we need to go back to that list. Like, so when you do plan, make sure you reflect. That's just like with the vision board. Like, you had this vision, reflect on what you want your vision to be, so you make sure you see it through. And just also, like, behind, even further than that, like, just the communication. Because, like, sometimes I would think things one way and Brittany would think things another way. And when we come together, it was like, hold on, wait.
And so, that's why when we're doing notes today, I was like, okay, what angle were you going at with this? Because this is what I'm thinking, and I don't want to get up and make a motherfucking of us. So
especially if you're doing a podcast with other people, make sure, like, the communication is clear. And also, like, as far as communication goes, like we said, we just had this conversation about AunTEA Talk a couple days ago, but we've been feeling like this since after 1 year. So that's what, like, at least 4 or 5 months. So, like, we're both feeling the same way when we should have just been honest and communicated with one another about how we felt. So we probably could have made this change a while ago. But things take time, but that's something that you just still need to, prepare for or whatever. But, and I would also say, like, just time management. Like, me and Brittany will set a time, but we don't stick to that time. Like, say for instance, we say we're gonna record at 7:30. Wherever we're recording at, we're gonna meet up at 7:30, but we're not recording it.
We still be getting ready.
So we have to just do better with just the pre-planning and time management. But I also think, and you did it today, like the pre-recording rituals, like how you had a moment you wanted to get silly, so you get silly. So just having that before we start recording, that time to just let loose, release anxiety, anxiousness, all of that.
Okay, I definitely feel like that should be added into it. But pretty much, like, what I got was the bullet point, and you pretty much expounded on it. But what I had was, and I was gonna go into depth, was I said treat it like a successful business, such as if we were already on a label. I mean, like, show up to the meeting. Like, we had a few meetings, but I feel like meetings are very, very necessary. Not just like a monthly meeting, but throughout the month. Like, full brainstorming, come with ideas already, and then brainstorm together. Like, really treat this like a business that we want to be successful, that's going to be successful. Like, really putting that time into it, like doing our homework.
Because even when we do have those meetings sometimes, well, all the time, like, we'll probably do 5-minute meeting, and we doing
5-minute meeting, and then okay, so shoot. And part of our meeting used to be like going over our recording schedule for the previous, for the following month. But we done started doing it via text message now, so it's just like chill out. But anyway, so yeah, I definitely want to treat it like I told you the other day was, I know personally, I need to treat it like it's my business, because it is our business. But I want to treat this like it's my business.
Yeah.
And move like that moving forward. Yeah, it's all fun. Hold on. Yeah, it's all fun and games or whatever. It's all fun and games or whatever. But at the end of the day, this is really a business that we have to see succeed.
Yeah.
But also a way that I can contribute individually is by being more confident in myself and like my delivery. That goes back to the steps. Like my delivery, like being more confident. And I really feel like for me to be more confident is to be more prepared about what we're actually talking, because what my niche ain't just being on the fly spitting out shit. I ain't really got the gift for gab, but when I know something, I'm knowledgeable about something.
Now you got the gift for gab, but it's just, I
can speak. Okay, I appreciate that, but I speak passionately on things that I'm really comfortable about talking about. And if it's just like something I just like briefly skimmed over, like you can't really get up here.
I'm not an on-the-fly person.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not an on-the-fly person. I can't really just get up here and fake the funk. I ain't gonna hold you. When I used to teach, I can really get up there. And
when it comes to finessing others,
yes,
like finessing a job, cool. But when it comes to me, I'm not finna finesse. Like it's hard. It's because
really
I care.
Hard. Yeah.
Because I care.
Definitely care.
But I'm glad you said it, because that's another one of my points that I left off.
What?
We need to be more vulnerable and just more open with our personality.
Yeah.
Like we have to, but it comes with that confidence.
It definitely comes with that
showing
confidence.
who we really are, because we feel like we're not witty, but we're witty as fuck. But when the camera get in front of us, it's like
we're also shy too. We're both shy. Like sometimes it's crazy. Like I be like feeling like, am I socially awkward? Like
I really feel like I'm socially awkward. I promise you, I feel like I'm socially awkward.
I feel like I'm socially awkward. And I'm like, okay, is it the anxiety, or is it because shit, we went straight grade school on up straight to college, so we was being around people. Just imagine all these. I almost say all these years, but just imagine these little bit of years we've been out of college, and we don't have to be around people all the time.
Yeah.
It's like we don't really socialize like that. So it's just like when I do get in those settings,
it's like I knew how to once upon a time I knew how to socialize.
Yeah.
How the fuck do I get back there?
Like, is it like riding a bike? Does this shit just like naturally come back?
I've been trying and it ain't been working for me so thus far, but I'm gonna see it through, my boy.
I was about to say you got to keep seeing it through.
I'm gonna see it through, my boy. But nah, for real.
Yeah, so all of that comes into play. We definitely got to be more confident in the way we speak. We got actually just being around more people, being more social, because you hear, like, we watch podcasts, we listen to podcasts, we see other people's point of view then, but it's nothing like having a face-to-face interaction with somebody and they actually asking you. Not you just hearing what somebody else said or what they point of view is. Ask me. Let me try to figure out what my point of view is. Like gaining those people skills. I ain't gonna hold you. I even looked up. I wasn't able to make it, but I even looked up on Eventbrite, and I think we should do this together now that I'm saying this. But I looked up like in August. I got on Eventbrite and typed in public speaking classes. This is all before I said anything to you, because I'm like, bro, this is going through my battle with self-sabotage and criticism.
Something that has been on my vision board since 2020 is Toastmasters. Toastmasters is basically like a speech class. So with Toastmasters, how I can describe it is You go to a class every week. You know, they build your public speaking skills.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll give you a writing prompt, or you'll choose a writing prompt, and you have to speak on that in front of your class, you know, for that week.
But now, like I was saying, like I even looked into doing public speaking, because it's like, okay, what is it? Because I'm thinking, I really feel like how you said, back to the communication, like from those 4 or 5 months that we didn't say anything to each other about how we actually felt about AunTEA Talk, or how we just felt about podcasting all together. During that time, I was battling like, is it me? Or what the fuck is it? I even stopped watching episodes. So I was like, okay, well, let me try to think of things of self-improvement, because I know how I get in front of the camera. I'm not knowing how Teal feel, because we had this conversation yet. So I'm like, okay, I know I get anxious. I don't know where it's coming from, but I know I'm starting to get super anxious. I know so many different thoughts are going through my head. You know how, like, you know, they be saying you got the good angel over here and you got the bad angel over here. Like, I really be battling, like, shut your ass up, nigga. I'm good. I have to start reciting things to myself to build myself back up. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe I need to take a public speaking class. Maybe I'm just really shy in front of the camera. I don't know exactly what it is, but that's what I was thinking.
Is it any other ways you think we can improve?
Okay, so we said being more confident. We said planning ahead, pretty much investing in ourselves.
Yeah.
Because we invest in ourselves, that's going to change.
And we invest in time
of,
and money.
Okay, time and money. I think that's
pretty much it.
So,
I'm just gonna speak for both of us.
Okay.
We really feel like this was helpful for y'all who are interested in becoming podcasters. And all I really have to say to wrap it up is, see it through, my boy. Like, if this is what you want, for real, if this is something that you believe in, and that is something that I had to ask myself when I asked, like, do I really still want to do this podcast? But this is something that I really want to see through. Like, so if it's something that you really want to do, see it through, my boy. I really hope that this was helpful, though.
I really hope it was helpful. I really feel like it was helpful. I really feel like this is one of the most vulnerable moments that we ever had. Like we were saying earlier, like a couple of people have reached out to the both of us about just different advice on podcasting, and this is it. This is it. This is the raw.
This is another one,
the uncut one.
Don't expect support from your close people, whether it's friends, family. No, I'm not finishing with Cody. But shit, our friends and family support when they want to. And not saying that they're obligated, but support is free. Support is clicking on the video, liking the video, commenting, interacting. Like, me and Brittany take time to sit here and come up with these interactive posts and you know, things, come up with clips that we can use to get people involved. And it's like, we still have no interaction, or we might have this one post or two where it's hella interaction, and the next couple posts is nothing
at all
of that. So don't allow the lack of support interfere with your vision. Just one, see it through, my boy, and two, just believe in your dream.
And one more thing I'm going to go back to, and it also can go into what you were just saying as well. A marketing strategy. A marketing strategy is very imperative, because although, like we said, we make the clips and we drop them right before, like, it's something else we gotta figure out. What to do. So our next meeting, we gotta brainstorm some different marketing strategies. But like, we finna hit the ground running. Like, y'all,
it's like the rebirth of AunTEA Talk.
This is really the rebirth of AunTEA Talk.
Hey, that's the name of the rebirth of AunTEa Talk. Put it on the float. Got all the jinx.
And these are authentic moments. We do this shit all the time. mainly off the camera, but put it on the floor.
Bitch.
Now that's
tea,
motherfucking tea, bitch. But yeah, definitely a marketing strategy. I really feel like we get more into it, and that also goes with the passion. The passion I feel like was being left from me, especially being that I'm over the social media. Is like I don't even know what the fuck to say. I don't even know what to do. We tried different posting at different times of the day. We tried posting on different days. We tried like adding people as a collaborator for guest episodes. We've tried a lot. Although we're not as active on all of our social media platforms, it's like it becomes very discouraging, especially like if you already got a lot going on. Managing that be a lot itself. But shit, if we ain't getting no interacting, like who the hell I'm talking to?
Yeah. So that's what a discouraging comes.
Like who am I talking to? Y'all barely even like this shit. Y'all done seen it because it let us know. That's a business account on Instagram, so it let us know what the views is.
Yeah.
700 views, 32 likes. Like what? Who I'm talking to?
Yeah.
That ain't encouraging me, but I am gonna tell you still got to see it through, my boy.
Period. And with that being said, we're gonna slide into this society.
Go ahead.
Alright, so I was telling Britt, I was on Twitter. I go to Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. But
Twitter X.
I seen something that was talking about girl mail. So I'm like, what the fuck is this girl mail that these people are talking about?
Yeah.
And so I opened the thread and I really didn't get a grasp of it. But I decided to go back to the thread because it's like, this is a part of podcasting. Like, this is something that's trending right now. Let me see what this really is about. So I went back to it and I have kind of a better understanding. And so basically somebody had tweeted and they was like, I can't find the tweet right now, but it was just like what's up with this girl mail? Like what is this about? So everybody was giving, in the thread, people were giving examples. One of the examples that stood out to me was, you broke a sweat today, so you can technically afford an extra 400 calories today. That's girl math. It makes sense. Like, technically, I'm not really gaining anything because I done burnt out these calories. Another one is spending the extra $50 to get free shipping, or paying with cash because it's basically free. It's girl math.
Run that one back.
So spending the extra $50 to get free shipping. So how we talk, how you be saying, the only reason why I spent on it, because they had a sale going on. They said if I spend this much, I can get free expedited shipping. It be the expedited shipping for me.
See that shit on, baby.
Let me go and add this to the car. I'm going to spend a little bit more money.
Because, I mean, if I'm going to pay an extra $20, $20,
it's just $20.
I might be spending a little $20 on something that I want. Not fucking shipping. So, free, cool. Yeah, bitch, got it.
So, I was thinking of, like, once I got an understanding of that, I was thinking, like, what are, like, some things that I'll do or that I could think of that's girl math. So I was thinking, when you find money in your pocket while you doing laundry, so technically it's up for grabs, baby. You can do anything with that money because that money is not accounted for.
What did I just tell you when we got to New York?
And then, bitch,
I found $150 in my goddamn purse.
Bitch, I mean to tell you, I found $80 fucking in my car.
It was mine, bitch. You remember that day we were riding?
No, bitch, it was in my little goddamn look. It was in my little goddamn little thing. I just be throwing money in here.
Yeah, that was my $80 too. I be having cash. You don't really be having cash. Like, that was like...
And that's the thing. I don't be having cash, so I be like, man, let me just throw this because I might need it one day.
But a whole 80?
It was really a little bit more than 80.
Okay. So you know what really mine? Because I had $100. That's what it was. My change.
That's what it was.
My chain. Yeah.
All right. So another girl math I have is asking your man to send you $300 for something when it really costs $100.
Nah, really, that really is free math. That all of the whole 300 is free math.
It's free. It's
Because
free.
you
but that,
really not spending.
But that 200, I'm finna do whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure I get.
It's fair game. It is fair game. You just pay for my hair. You pay for my convenience. You pay for my gas. You pay for my meal before or after.
Yeah.
Sitting to get my hair done. It's all a part of it.
It's girl math.
Girl math, okay.
Girl math.
Like I said, the girl math is really a thing.
It's really girl math, but I hate the fact they putting it out there though.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't gotta get a cheat code up.
One of the little girl maths, real quick. One of the little girl maths that I saw on TikTok. She was like, girl math with my financial advisor, my dad.
Mm-hmm.
So she was just breaking down all his things, and he was just like, everything she was saying, she was like, you get it? He was like, okay, not really, but alright.
Yeah.
And she was like, and I learned all these things from my financial advisor, my dad. He was like, yep, I feel as a dad. Because that's not what I taught you. That's not what I taught you.
Hell nah. Damn, dad.
Damn. But
right.
I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all what I've been vibing to because
we sliding into our Vibe on Demand.
Alright, so like we told y'all, we've been holding on ice about these episodes, okay?
Yeah.
So I got Treon.
Treon?
Not
Treon, y'all?
and not two, but tree, y'all.
Y'all better put some respect on her VOD.
Put some respect on my V. Hey, put some respect on my
yeah.
Put some respect on my D.
D, nuts in your mouth.
Yeah, D,
nuts in your mouth.
Yeah, nuts in your mouth. Anyway, my vibe on the men's. Vibe on the men's. I got a tree on. The first one is Burna Boy. Has been my vibe on the man a couple of times, and that's my man. But he always has a vibe.
Mm-hmm.
He has come out with his new album. He came out this summer, and it's called I Told You. And I've been listening to it from top to bottom, from bottom to top. And I'm really rocking with Burna Boy. He's always gonna bring the vibes, and I just love him. He's just so sexy. He's so My second vibe on the man is a movie that I watched on Netflix because I'm back in my TV bag. A movie I watched on Netflix is called Dread. It's an action movie. It's pretty much like drug dealers versus the judge. Drug dealers versus the judge.
My type of movie.
And a whole bunch of killing. Dread.
It's black folks. White.
Yeah, they like some of like overseas, like London and some shit like that. You know, they be having a lot of crime. They be having a lot of crime movies.
Like, London them,
And then we got London on the track. Then something else that I have watched was Little Mermaid on Disney Plus. I finally saw Little Mermaid, the black Little Mermaid with my girl Haley.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling y'all, when I watched it, I started like at 2 o'clock in the morning one day with my sister Cole. And I told Till we got 7 minutes in and we already sleep. So the next day I came and watched it. I was up at 5 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock in the morning watching Little Mermaid crying. Like, not the whole movie, but at the end of the movie, it was the end for me, and I was crying. I looked at the time, I said, now it's 5 o'clock in the morning.
I watched it while I was doing my hair. I was good all the way to the end.
I
was so happy.
I cried at the end. I'm just like, oh my God. And
like I didn't know what was going to happen.
It really made me feel like I'm really about to get back on Disney Plus and just really start just going back watching other things. Like,
so, like Brittany, I have multiple Vibe on Demands, but I actually just have two.
Okay.
My first Vibe on Demand is Notorious TiL. So, I dropped my birthday playlist.
On Notorious
Sounds from a Virgo. So, Sounds from a Virgo is basically a compilation of one of my favorite artists, Brent Fayez.
A fellow Virgo.
He's a fellow Virgo.
Fellow Virgo.
Hey, let's be clear. My boy's birthday is September the 19th.
And when your birthday?
Guess when Notorious TiL birthday is?
When your birthday, son?
September the 20th. So like that's why we connect like this. Like
y'all some minutes apart.
that's my boy.
That's your church you was twin?
That's twin them. That's twin them. Like, and I ain't attracted to him. I just really like Brent. Like when somebody asked me yesterday, like who I say my favorite artist was, and I'll bet I said Jasmine Sullivan and Brent Fayez. So that's that. My second vibe on the man, Brittany gonna be excited about this one because y'all, I'm not an Afrobeats person, but that goddamn Burna Boy I Told Them album.
I told you that motherfucker.
I told them
from the top to the bottom, from the bottom to the top.
That shit is good. My favorite songs thus far.
Let me hear 'em.
I like Normal.
I'm surprised you didn't start, but I told them.
Okay. Well, yeah, I told them because that is the first song. That is the first song. I told them Normal. Big 7.
Okay.
Tested, Approved, and Trusted. I love that. Tested, Approved, and Trusted. And If I'm Lying. I stopped at If I'm Lying. I haven't been past If I'm Lying. But thus far,
let me know when you finish it.
I like, and I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what half the shit he be saying. But with that Tested, Trusted, Approved, Trusted, like I was really sitting there listening, and I can really figure out what he's saying and all that. And like that Burna Boy, I told them, y'all, hey,
I love Burna Boy. I love
Burna Boy. Brittany always be talking about Burna Boy concerts. I think I might need to go to a Burna Boy concert now.
Burna Boy, like
I think I might need to go to a Burna Boy concert.
Yeah, I'm ready for him to go back on tour. I gotta go see him again.
Yeah. I'm gonna make that happen for my son.
Thank you. I would love that.
I'm gonna make that happen for my son.
Cause I tweeted some months ago. I said I really want to meet Burna Boy and I want my friends to make that happen. So, Big Sippers, y'all heard it from the goat mouth. She gonna make that happen for me.
And Shawty said I was goated earlier. So.
Yeah. Y'all heard it from goat mouth. And then my other Virgo best friend said she was gonna get in the job. So I feel like this needs to be a link up.
In the club, Miss when we be vibing. What's up, Virgo? And you know my sister, moon sign is Virgo. So, but yeah, I feel like this was a really good episode. Like,
I really feel like we really put it on the floor.
But hey, we had to put it on the floor.
We really had to put it on the floor.
We had to put it on the motherfucking floor, and I feel good. I'm confident in this episode.
I'm confident in it too because even with not just podcasting, being an entrepreneur altogether, all the emotions that we were feeling are equivalent to just anybody getting any business off the ground.
Yeah,
like you really go through those waves.
And even when we read the article, she was talking about like that's why she came up with the 10 things as far as the truth about podcasts. Like she was having the same journey as us. We 60 something episodes in. She was at 130 something before she, had her pop. So it's something that you for real have to see it through. And y'all know how we wrap this up. If you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. I know we always tell y'all to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. We are very interactive on Instagram. That's our main. But we taking AunTEA Talk serious. So make sure you follow us on all 3 social media handles, and that's at AunTEA_Talk. If you want to support AunTEA Talk, send it to your friend, like the post, share it with somebody, click on the video,
tag us. Those views add up. Remember, we told y'all this is a business Instagram account.
Yes, y'all. We love when y'all do share our posts, but please tag us. The engagement is very,
very, very necessary.
Very necessary to our growth. So if you fucking with us and you want to support us, just do us that small free favor.
That real solid.
And you know, fuck with your boy. Hey, fuck with your boy. But until
I thought you was in your soft girl era. What would soft girl TiL say?
I don't know yet, cause soft girl TiL is on the the wine is gone. So hot girl TiL back out right now. But yeah, until next time, it's gone. But that's T, bitch.